Alright guys, here we are at the cable leg press or the 90-degree leg press. This one's tucked over in the corner next to the staircase here, and there's a couple of different things that I want to show you in here. Number one is probably the first thing you'll do when you touch the seat portion of the leg press. You'll notice that the seat is adjustable. So all we do there, this seat just leans forward, and then we can lay the seat down. Now this changes the exercise into more of a hack squat type situation, and we'll demonstrate that in just a sec. But to start with, we're going to start you in a seated leg press position, which is just here. Okay, there's a couple of adjustments that you need to be aware of right away. The number one adjustment is right here. You can see this black handle here. This is what enables the seat to move backwards and forwards. So what we want to do is adjust it so it's easy for us to get in. So at this point, I can grab a seat. It's quite comfortable for me, and I'm going to align my feet now. So as a general rule, we're going to go shoulder width apart with our feet. We're going to take our toes up towards the top of the plate to ensure that we can shift our weight through our heels. As a general rule, and you'll see what this means when you actually jump onto the machine itself, there's a crease bent into the foot plate. I'm going to say as a general rule, we want our toes to align with that crease. What's most important is that you're able to push through your heels, but if you can enable your toes to be up at that level, I find that's generally a good spot to start. Now, in terms of range of motion, if I was to push back from here, I'm just going to minimize my range of motion simply because I haven't set myself in deep enough, okay? So an initial starting point, we want slightly deeper than 90 degrees if possible for you. And we can do that by, again, pulling on this handle, adjusting the seat, so you can see, or you can sort of see, I'm now just below 90 degrees of flexion in my knees. Now that enables me when I push back to get a great range of motion. And that's what we're chasing. So full range of motion is what we're looking for in all of our exercises. A couple of things to remember here, we want to be transferring the weight through our heels. So if you find that you're pushing through your toes and your heels are actually coming off, that's a problem. We need to make sure that we lift our feet high enough that we can actually be pushing through our heels. We're going to make sure that we're working through the range of motion. The distance between our knees stays consistent the whole time. So we want to avoid this sort of thing. The distance between our knees stays consistent the whole time. And we want to avoid full lockout. So that looks like full lockout. Okay. So what we call this is soft knees. So we go as far as we possibly can without locking out, with having a soft knee all the way back. It's always a good idea to hold onto the seat, guys, to keep yourself pulled in. And by doing that, it enables a neutral spine, so your lower back can be protected. Again, we're looking to take that weight in as close as we can to the stack without it actually hitting. Simple as that. Okay, so now if we were to change this exercise, go from a 90-degree leg press into a lying leg press or like a hack squat, we can simply do that by lowering this down. Okay, so if we do that, we're changing the angle at which this exercise is working. We're becoming a little bit more glutey, and the good part about it, I suppose, is that you are now using the exact same technique with your feet, exact same technique with your sort of range of motion without letting your knees come together, but we're doing it in a lying position now. So if we lay back with this one, feet shoulder width apart. Again, we want to make sure that we have 90 degrees or a little bit better. We're going to rest our head back. We're going to use these handles to help support our shoulders. Now, if you don't push into the handles, it can be a little bit tough on the old shoulders. So make sure you do push into the handles. And again, we're looking to press out through the full range of motion, not lock our knees so we have a soft knee, not allowing our knees to come together so the distance between our knees is consistent the whole time. And your neck should be relaxed back. Now, I'm looking up to talk to you. I'll do a couple of perfect reps in just a sec, but we should be looking directly upright, resting our head back. So, pushing into the handles, press straight back, don't lock out, go through the fullest range of motion possible, in all the way, bring that weight close to the stack without letting it touch, and press straight back out. Consistent distance between the knees is important as you work through this. There you have it. That's the leg press and the lying leg press here on the 90-degree leg press or the cable leg press.